I've received a lot of joy and hope that I didn't have before. Because when I met her, she shared her story with me. So she showed me that, life, it's not the end. Things will get better. And I can really testify that Justine then and the Justine now, they're really different. There is a lot of joy, a lot of hope. I can now as well impact something into someone's life. Though I'm not yet like out there, but when someone comes to me, there is something I can share and really bring an impact in their life. So to me, it is really, really, really a very big achievement. So I thank God, I thank you as well for giving you this kind of thing that now I can really speak. It's yeah, so the sky is the limit. I'm going to keep pushing and keep moving, God being on my side. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the day.
I love you, Lord, for your mercy never fails me. All the days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, I'll sing of the goodness of God. Coach Bahati was talking about stop living a reckless life. And that was me. That was me. I was like, I have to get this lady's number. Indeed, I got it. I was like, if you're God, I know these people can be busy. But if I text her and she replies, I will know that it's you who have sent me. I inboxed her, and then the next day she replied. I was like, God, you're good. That's where the whole journey started. I think she told me, like, the next week we are enrolling for what? For the mentorship course. So I'm here to help girls out there. That's how I feel I should do in life, telling them they can also make it. You people, it's not easy. When you finish school and then you're there, you fail to continue. So I'm here to mentor other girls. If I've also been where I am, even they all can also do, they can also make it. So I'm calling God to help me to do mentorship and counseling. Yeah. Thank you, Coach Bahati. Thanks for loving me. Yeah. Thanks for welcoming me.
You cannot put a nice candle, well lit, under the bed. You need someone to polish you. You need someone to tell you, yes, actually you can. And you need Bahati. So she told me, this time, I'm giving you, tell her, Dr. Hanifa has said. And that was my call. Hello, Madam Bahati. I called her even Madam. This is Saga. How are you? Now, I got your number from Coach Hanifa. She said, Honey. I said, yes, Coach Honey. And she told me you have a mentorship. Madam, you speak a lot. Have we met? I said, you don't need to meet me. I'm coming for the program. Pray. She said, she did me a favor. She said, okay, let me log you in as you bring the money. Hey, Lord, praise God. I joined the thing before even I had put Chikumi. So I ran around, I get my money. Because she had promised, I saw the light that she is willing to start with. She saw potential in me. Nantandikira nakuloni. Kanjira kutekako wano as you pay. So by the time I paid, I was already in class. And I'm like, who does that? I promised myself I have to be better than this woman to prove to her if she believed in me. I believe in myself, and I promise you, Bahati, the one and only, mchala wa team. You read about me, you will Google me, and you'll be like, oh, I'm sorry I entertained Estella. Because that is what God told you. Make them better than you. And that is what transformational classes do. If she kept everything to herself, trust me, if she never did like, let me dare you, even now I wouldn't have paid. But you dared, believed in me and said, Estella, I'm putting you on a WhatsApp group as you pay. Risk taker. Tatia mabanjo no tatia loss. But it's because of the faith the trust shared in me, I said, I cannot let her down. Transformational programs don't come just like that. Everywhere you look, even the people who come into your space, they want to be transformed, but they fear. Or you're like, no, that one, no. But if someone takes a leap, sometimes believes that they can help you, that is the baton Bahati is handing over to all of us. And whatever we do, wherever we meet them, we must help them transform. If God has helped you see the light, why don't you show it to others? That is being mean, and you will go to hell. So at this juncture, that is my story.
I didn't have the confidence. I would be like, now people are going to say I'm Mafene. I would not go anywhere. I would be like, when I come here, people will be like, Mafene, who are you? I wouldn't speak any word, even at work. They're now surprised. They're like, Coach, and I'm like, in a right way. You used to know the other hand, you could say all your nonsense, and I would be like, those people, God is watching. But now, Hindu what? Straight. Yes. Because I happened to join the mentorship academy. I earned the confidence I didn't have. I learned to speak. Yes. I learned to speak. Before I used to fear the clients. When the clients could come in, I was like, no. You know, I have the experience. I need to tell the client what I'm selling, why he or she has to do the facials, the body treatments. But I'll be like, nange. This one has also come, you know. Because of the fear, I could not speak to people directly. But now, the client moves in and is like, they're now complaining to my boss. But the other woman has a convincing tongue. Toying it, I'm not a oil, you know? Yes, because I learned to speak. I'm proud of myself. Very proud of myself. Because before I wasn't. I didn't even know that I was beautiful. But now I know because I gained confidence. By the way, I used to be like her. I'm the Mafene, I'm the black one, but now, my dear, toina chongamba.
Faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. And God speaks to us through different people, different prophets, and I believe that Coach Hilda Bahati here is our prophet. Thank you, Coach Hilda, for allowing God to use you. I used to listen to Bob FM so much, and she would come on and I would look forward to listening to her in times when I was so broken, depressed. But she would be that voice that I always looked forward to listening to. And one of the things that she spoke that has always stood out for me is when she was on a series of being deliberately selfish. And it always comes in me that I have to do things that actually benefit me, not pleasing everyone else and forgetting myself. And I used to be that kind of person of like, I will do everything, I will move the earth and heaven for people, but forget about myself. But the time I listened to her, I started doing things for myself. And until now, I find myself going for things that actually benefit me and build me. I appreciate the growth that I have seen myself grow from somebody who is worthless, who thinks they are not supposed to be successful in life because I was told so, even in passive. I have seen myself become like a better version of who I am.
I started following you when I was in my vacation for senior 6. That was some time back. And I used to admire everything about you. I was like, nah, when will I ever meet this woman? I remember sending you a message on Facebook. You replied, and by then I was still over how ngasina wa denech kumi, and meeting you was about 200,000. So nengamba, I can't meet this woman. Let me save it. Let me just keep following her. But then I reached a time when I was fed up of everything. I was working. I am Anita Nwagaba. I am a wife. I am a mother. And I am a businesswoman. I'm a graphic designer. I work at NASA Road. So I was working. Not that employed, but I was working, but I wasn't comfortable with where I was. So nengamba, but this time I think I have some money. I can meet this woman, come what may. No, the first time you advertised the accelerated mentorship, it was in COVID. I sent you a message, you still replied. You gave me the details, nengamba ha, mweno COVID. Kachisoke chirindeko. Then time came, nengamba naike come what may. This time I have some money. I'm going to see this woman. So I sent you a message, I booked that day, I had to meet you. I came, then I found some other people waiting. But I had run away from work. The calls they were on my neck, everyone calling me, please come. Nengamba, umchari rani miokuraba, too bad. Sent her a message, went back. When she saw my message, she was like, no, dear, I wish you had called me. But then it's okay, we can wait for another Wednesday, plan for that, and you come. When I got there, that time I met her. I think I was also surprised, like Becky. Mr. Tim came in. Have you enjoyed the lunch? And she's like, no, the food is not nice. I'm like, Nangi. These people. Nengamba, okay, so we started talking, and then she's like, but you can join the mentorship class. Nengamba, this is what I wanted for a long time. So I joined. I paid her mobile money, half, yes. She sent me the details, joined, but still, Emilimu. Like, I do this, then go back home. Nengamba, some things may not work out this time, but the next time, I'll be at it. And I think I have tried my best this time to attend every class. I've worked on myself, particularly me. I haven't gone into the world, but I've seen a great change, a great improvement of myself. Even my husband tells me, Naegwe, Hilda chakukora. I don't know. Oba when will I see Hilda? Either he badly wants to meet you. Oba yagara kukuba mi go, I don't know. But he badly wants to meet you. But I thank God. I thank God for I met you. I thank God for I met you, Coach Fiona. You've been a pillar too. You've held my hand for a very long time. And I thank God for meeting you. By the freedom seekers, you guys, you are the best. You have loved, like, you are lovable. You love. You know, these guys, Banange, they are the best. They are the best. You know, they meet you and they are happy for you. Talk to them. They are so free with everyone. And I'm so grateful that I'm part of Freedom Seekers. And I don't regret being with you guys. Rona, I love you. Oscar Banange. You guys, you are the best. And I thank God for having the best class. I thank God for having an accountability partner. Mama children. But most of all, I thank God for myself. For I have come from afar. I've worked on myself. I've been able to I don't know how to call it, but I've been able to bring a close relationship back to my sisters, my friends. I've been able to avoid those fake friends who have been around me. The friends who have tried to hit me here and there. They don't even believe that I am Nwagaba. They can't believe. They look at me, some friend of mine saw me yesterday and they're like, Anita, ngenda kunoonyerezaako. And I'm like, it's okay, go ahead. And very soon you're going to see me. Ogenda nakundaba ku TV, ompulire ne ku radio. Onsomeko ne mawulire. So I thank God I met you guys. You are the best, and I thank God for today. Banaye, sirina bingi bya kwogera, nkomyawo.
I've been blessed. I'm a very blessed person. When people look at me, sometimes they see someone who has things figured out, right? Yes, right. Most people, when they look at me, they're like, oh, you're beautiful, you're this, you can speak, you can do that. But it's during this time of the mentorship program that I've been able to go to the deep end. Like, we love speaking about the big things. I've done this, I've done that. But one thing I'm grateful for is that I've been able to discover the weakest points of me. I've been able to discover the Rona that most people don't see. And we have wounds. We have internal crisis. I'm not a person who discloses. I have my guard up all the time. So I want to thank you people for being that is like, you people come out and open up and talk about you. You talk about the inner bit of you. That is so hard for me. During this mentorship program that I discovered that I have a strength, that I am a lion, but the biggest part of me comes off as a sheep. Yes, I am a lion, but the biggest part of me comes off as a sheep. In most cases, people are seeing you and they're telling you, Rona this, Rona that. But sometimes you don't see that in yourself, and that's a bad thing. Because if you don't see yourself as something, you can never be that thing. So I want to finish with this. I went to TV the first time, and it was during this time of the mentorship. But when I went to TV, it didn't feel like it was the first time. I felt like that's where I'm supposed to be. So somehow the person I was working with that day told me, like, how often do you go to TV? And I'm like, it's my first time. And the person is like, are you sure? And I'm like, yes. And the people that watched the video were like, Patrona, aren't you lying to us? Did you study mass communication and all that? But then, I love therapy. I love helping people out of pain. And I know the stigma that comes with dealing with mental health issues. So, like I said, confusion breeds clarity, but they don't tell us when. I'm so grateful for my journey, because you cannot deal with a problem before you know you have a problem. You cannot find a solution. So I'm on my way to clarity.
I've attended almost every class, the Transformers, Freedom Seekers 1, Gladiators, never graduated. So I'm thankful that this time I'm getting my certificate. So all right. It's not about the certificate, but one thing is that I want to thank God that I do what I love. Even if Hilda called me in the middle of the night, I would do it with ease. What makes me happy is the transformational stories that some ladies mentioned. She was listening to Bob FM. Yeah, she's there. I was looking for you. So I'm happy that since the coach program started, I was there. Yes. So sitting in that studio recording with Hilda, sometimes she's going live. From day one up to today, I've been that person behind the production. Working all these years with Hilda, I realized something. I was in my living room and I was like, something has to be done. I don't want to be like the Peters in the Bible who walked with Jesus, and yes, they understood him, but Paul came later on and understood him better than the disciples. So someone can come and say, you've walked with Hilda. Yes, I've been transformed. If there is any person who has been transformed, then I've been transformed. But what do I have to show? Like, I was like, you know what? That certificate. I need it. So I didn't join the mentorship academy to become a coach, but to gain wisdom, knowledge, to help me in my field, and also to help other youths who haven't discovered themselves to do what really God wants them to do. So I want to thank Hilda for the opportunity to work with you and for the opportunity to kungumikiriza. I've studied all the transform. Those groups, all of them have been there. But this time I was like, with the help of some friends pushing me, I was like, oh my, I have to do this.
I don't regret having joined this space. I've been knowing Coach Hilda from TV, but I was like, I saw her on TV on NBS, and they had some tough conversation that they had with some ladies, and it was about relationships. But her points, they were sweet talking things. But for her, she could bring out the things. I'm like, hey. So I just knew her from that. I was like, this woman is tough. Like, you know, the things that people fear talking about. But for her, she would just say them with ease and with no apology. So now getting to be in the mentorship, we met with Coach Molly. At the first, it was the heart-to-heart with Coach Marjorie, Coach Molly, and Coach Patricia. I think that was the time my transformational journey began. So like, on Friday, there is a conference of Hold My Hand. Go attend. So when I reached, it was Dr. Hilda that I found there. I was like, oh, so this is the lady I was seeing the other time. Now she's here. She even didn't tell me that she's, like, she hangs around with you. Like, when I reached, I was like, hey, okay. The lady spoke. I was like, okay. Like, I remained seated, even when the session ended. I remained seated. I looked at her. People came, were taking pics. I'm like, now, I just looked at her just for like 30 minutes, I think. I just stayed there. I didn't say a word to anyone. I left. The following visit for the next Friday, I went. So that's when Coach Fifi now introduced, we are starting up the acceleration program, what. I was like, oh, this is the program that Marjorie told me about. Let me go and ask her. I went and inquired from her. She was like, yes, you. I remember even when Patricia came, Patricia told me, let us go and talk to Doctor and say hi to her. I was like, for me, I can't go to her. She was like, okay, it is fine. For me, let me go. So she went. I was like, how do these people do it? I could only stay around and just wait for Marjo, then we go home. That was it. So the day I texted Coach, when she put me in the group and I saw her name, like, you know, the contacts in the group, they bring the names on top. Bahati Hilda. I was like, is she really the one? Like, how dare she, like, how can she even share such platforms with us, you get? I'm like, really, does this woman, is she the one? Like, I even thought, because most of celebs, they manage their accounts. So I was like, maybe someone is managing her account. They put up the assignments. I sent in, I think I was the first person to send in my assignment. The lady replied. I was like, what? And it was late in the night. to that point, I was like, okay, maybe Sharon, lower her down, like, Mukaka, you know, there is a way you look at people, and then you even judge and even fail to approach them, learn from them. But then I had to lower her down. I was like, okay, understand her, accept her, embrace her, and now continue learning and move on. Because also, for me, I fear tough people. I'm so blessed that I'm not the same person, to the point that I've learned a lot that even other people are learning from me. My relationship was tough, like was reaching a point of breaking. And being a mother of 2 months and you're saying like, man, you want to run away. That point is bad. But right now, I'm transforming. I understood when you transform, you bring magnets, like your magnet that pulls metals around you. So he's also, like, he's just a testimony that shows that, Sharon, you've transformed. Yes, thank you so much.
Our dear coach, our friend, our mentor, our advisor, our influencer, Coach Bahati, Coach Molly, our dear patron, Coach Fiona, aka 50 pounds, distinguished freedom seekers, my fellow activities this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Thank you for allowing us into your space. Thank you for holding our hand. Thank you for always being there for us, encouraging us. People have been speaking. You respond to our messages. I don't know how you do it, but believe me, you're on top of this game. And I'm truly honored and humbled. To you, Coach Fiona, our dear patron, the 5 a.m. class has done good. It has not left me the same. And I challenge all of you coaches, and you're not on the 5 a.m. class, what are you doing with your sleep? Huh? You're a coach and you don't have a journal? How do you plan your day? So I challenge you to get journals and join the 5 a.m. class. So we intend to go very far, coach, and we promise to hold the flag so high. We shall continue to make you proud. Yes, wherever we go. So thank you very much once again for coming. I would love to invite our patron, Madam Fiona, 50 pounds, Mrs. Kwagala, Madam Plan.
Thank you so much. Now, this is a very beautiful privilege because I have to, first of all, invite my Mochiga friend.
I am so happy to be here. I am so happy to see all of you. Congratulations. Congratulations. My name is Diana Navasamheire, and as Coach Fifi has said, I am the President, World Changers 2. So we just activated in Feb. And so I am here to welcome you to the world of coaching, the world of mentoring, the world of speaking, the world of changing, transforming, impacting lives. I just had to be here. I just had to be here. I'm a personal growth coach by specialization and call and purpose. And I'm also a John Maxwell certified DISC trainer, but I'm also a John Maxwell student. I'm awaiting activation in March. And I just want to bless the Lord for Coach Bahati and the Mentorship Academy. You know, I can never thank you enough for receiving me as a baby, for receiving me when I was lost, and for allowing God to use you to show me direction. I bless the Lord for you. And so you are very, very blessed. One thing Coach Bahati will do for you is, and what she's probably already doing for you, is to give you an already done platform. All you need is to sign. Like it's already a check and you just need to append your signature. I remember our activation pictures. Someone looked at the pictures, they're like, is Bahati your sister? And she's such a huge brand. And they're like, this girl must be having some sense by the time she stands next to Bahati. And you don't know what that is doing for me. Utilize it. She doesn't charge you for that. So I will not go into so much of my story. My purpose here is to encourage you, is to inspire you, is to welcome you. Coach Bahati will always show up and inspire you. But she goes through a lot, I can tell you. When God calls you, there is a gel he puts on you. And you'll find that you'll inspire people the most even when you're in the darkest moments of your lives. So when the falls come, don't give up. Show up like I have showed up. Show up like I have showed up. I just had to steal off some time and leave the kids because I know what purpose means. The old girls of my school have a dinner and I am the speaker. But I said I must show up. I was typing and telling them, you guys, I am on purpose, but I'm coming. Coach Bahati has too much, but she shows up, not so. I had, I think Hajat saying, someone saying that she responds, you don't know how she does it. It's going to be your turn. That's what she's doing today. She's just going to say, go and show up. Go and be the ones to respond. And the wiring is you're going to want to compromise. You're going to want to feel comfortable. But you must show up unless you have not discovered your purpose. So point number 2, respect the process. If there's something I got from the Mentorship Academy is organic growth. You're going to see Coach Fifi, you're going to see Coach Majo, you're going to see Coach Mole, you're going to see Coach Blessed, all these coaches, you're going to see Coach Diana, and you'll want to jump from where you are and be where they are, but they have paid the price. Friends, you must pay the price. You must pay the price. Allow to grow organically, because as you're changing lives, you are also growing. You're also being transformed. That is what, I'm actually telling you what I'm going through. This is not theory. That is what exactly I'm going through. So don't stop here. Don't stop here. Keep learning something new every day. At least account for your day that you have learned something. As a coach, be very intentional about that. As coaches out there, people think we are very wise. They perceive us like we know everything, but we don't know everything. And Coach Bahati will tell you when you sense, refer. Don't have that, thing in you that you can solve everything. Just refer. But my whole point is learn. Don't just stop here. You must perform with excellence, no averages. John Maxwell says the secret to success is valuing people. Valuing people. Valuing people. That's the only way you are going to make money. Because when people see the value you're adding in them, they will give you the money even when you don't want it. So don't focus on money. Please focus on adding value. And if you look around right now, there's value you can add. There's value you can add. You have done probably beyond success tables. Start with that. I have been running beyond success tables, and start with where you are. Accept who God created you to be. I am sure you have discovered your purpose, but there is a part of accepting. Please accept that you are a woman, that you are a man. Accept. And what that accepting does, you don't struggle. You don't get to struggle. And you get to respect your seasons. Understand which season you are in. At the beginning of the year, when Coach Fifi told us to make an annual plan, I went before God and I asked him, whether you believe in God or not, I know there is a God, there is where we come from. So ask that source and they will answer you. And he told me, Diana, you're in a season of preparation. Now, I come from a deep village. I grew up as a villager. I came to Kampala when I was going to get married. And so the examples that work for me are related to agriculture. And so I remembered all those times would be tilling land, preparing land for cultivation. And it spoke to me so much. What do I have to do in preparation? And I was asking God, how long is the preparation time? And I felt in my spirit, how long did Coach Fifi take to be here? We had just attended a hold my hand session, I think, and Coach Fifi was saying, it took me 8 years. 8 years. And you know how Coach Fifi speaks? It took me 8 or 6 years sitting at the feet of this woman, and you think she will just... Sometimes you are going to be talking and you don't know that you're ministering to people. They're not going to tell you that you have actually touched me. They'll keep quiet. But they are transforming. That statement came back to my mind when I was asking God, what should I do in preparation? And then I remember Coach Fifi is working closely with Coach Bahati every day. And she sits at her feet for 6-8 years. And she is nowhere. And all of a sudden you're seeing Coach Fifi flying and you want to be in her shoes. A Jakubukako soul. Respect that you're still in the bakery. You need to build a firm foundation for your business. That is if you're going to do the coaching business. The only reason Coach Bahati brand is still growing is that she took her time. And through the Mentorship Academy, I remember her telling us those lessons. We attend Kira. And she's a good open book. And she tells you, I went back to her YouTube, nenda video, the quality is not good at all. Then comparing her with the videos she produces today, I was like, why was I even hurrying? I started now putting my videos the way they are. I was like, if Bahati, if you go in those videos of 2000 and nela it's sinunji, atete yazidiritinga. Some of us will just keep quiet, but we are taking the lessons. Start where you are. Don't wait to get a Ben. Ben, congratulations. Vanage finally, mutawani, finally. Congratulations. Yeah? So please, respect the season. Respect the season. Respect the season. When harvest comes, when you have put in, when you have prepared enough, my God, you will not contain the harvest. I can speak and speak and speak, but the world is so hungry. Friends, the world is so hungry for you. For you. And I wish you can know. I must say this. For us, the world changes too. When we were activated, I think most of us had not yet realized we had a number of things we were committed to. And so for some time, we kept quiet. And that kind of has interrupted our progress. This like, let this be like, ndawooza abagamba bakuyita okuseesaamu. Bambe, don't rest. Don't rest. Because the moment you relax, you're going to go back some miles back. Getting back the energy that you have picked from today is going to take you months. World changers, we are going through that. We are going through that. I wouldn't want to see you going through that. The world is waiting for you. The harvest is plenty. Those who are willing to pay the price are very few. But God is so happy each time you are adding value. I wish you a very, very successful journey. And please, when you see me walk out, I'll be going to speak and make money and add value.
Thank you so much, everyone who is spoken before I walked in. We appreciate, we are delighted, we are grateful to God. God never makes mistakes. You are not here. It's not coincidence that you're here. It is in the plan of God, and it was founded before the foundations of this world were even laid that you'll be in this place at this very time. So it's you who disappoints yourself when you take this for granted. But in the eyes of God, there is something that has been fulfilled in as far as your creation is concerned today. Everything that happens to our lives as human beings is divine, and it's by God. It's only us who disappoint God by taking him for granted. I can assure you, on your path, there are people that God has positioned and put that you are supposed. And by the way, when you miss them, let me tell you, to find them can take a real long one, to find them again. Okay? So, when God helps and puts particular people, they may not look exactly the way you would want them to look. They may not dress appropriately like you'd want them to dress. They may not be as eloquent as you would expect. They may not be the kind of person you probably envisioned or thought should. But God never makes mistakes. He never makes mistakes. Everyone that God has put in your life is a responsibility that he has put in your corner. It's a responsibility that he has given to you. The moment you tap into it and use it the way you're supposed to, blessings will always follow. So in this room today, you just purpose to make sure that whoever you graduated with in this cohort is somewhere in your life. I don't mean that you go and open your bedroom. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm saying at least don't forget who they are. And when you meet them, treat them like you met your real sister and your real brother. And just like someone, I don't know who said, that when you're doing something for them, do it with all your heart. I have very few friends, but my friends that I call my real friends, okay? Those ones, even if they call me at 4 a.m., even if it's kutambuza bigere, I will do it for them. Why? Because I know that God, Katonda, did not make a mistake when he brought them into my life. He had a reason to do it, and he has a plan in as far as them and as far as my life is concerned. How I met Hilda several years ago, it was also divine. Divine. But I can assure you, God never makes mistakes. So, before you leave this place, at least, let it not end that, we just, met in the accelerated mentorship program and that's it. Okay? Find someone to hold a hand and keep. And keep. And by that I mean, be part of them. When you have an opportunity to attend someone's burial, go. When you have an opportunity to be at someone's wedding, go. When you have an opportunity to visit that guy in the hospital, do it. When you have an opportunity to be part of their life, make it meaningful.
Let me please take one when I'm part of it. This is so memorable, eh? Thank you so much. Can we have you, Anita? This was a real one. Sharon, are you ready? Rebecca, are you ready? Congratulations upon your activation. What a blessing. Sharon, are you ready? Angela, are you ready? You can come. Yes, enjoy some dance. Coach Hilda likes to dance, by the way. If you don't know that, one of the things she likes so much is dancing.
We are going to change the world.
Sharon. Who is ready? Please come if you're ready. Runner. No, it's okay. You can go to her. Go to her. No, you're going in the middle. Justine, if you're ready. Hey! That's the council. Hey! Hey! The only man, he deserves the moment. No, it's okay. I'm giving it to him. You go to the middle. Who is ready? I have all the certificates, so I'm tired of calling names. Go. That is
Yes, let's go change the world.
Justine, are you ready? Estella, are you ready? No. Again, I'm having. She's certified. Estella, Rita. Oh no. Sharon, come and take the stage. Hey, did you know that mothers can be happy like that? Hey, who comes next? Anita. Yeah. Yes. You're living on purpose. Coach Rebecca. Woo, yo. Hey. You have the ticket to enjoy your life. That's a wonderful moment over there. Enjoy yourself. Hey. Please enjoy your moments. Shower center.